What's good, y'all? It's Nonstop No with another video. Finally, some good night of boxing on Showtime. Harrison versus Garcia. And oh boy, that Lubin versus Fundora fight. Man. So let's go with the first fight, Harrison versus Garcia. Um, Good showing for Tony Harrison. Got a W by the Spaniard Garcia. Um, it was basically a class thing for the most part. Um, Bull versus the Matador type situation. Harrison kept his composure up when Garcia was, you know, throwing a bunch of punches and coming forward and bringing the heat, bringing the pressure. Um, but a solid win for Harrison. Only thing I was kind of thinking, usually probably the people who know Harrison, he kind of gasses or has lapses at the end of the rounds, not rounds, but at the end of the fights. So at the later rounds, i.e., uh, Purd, i.e., Charlo, stuff like that. So that's my only concern for him for the most part. But other than that, it was class showing up. Garcia was doing some good work for like maybe the first three rounds, and after that, it was just the class was just showing um, it was showing itself after the fourth round. But yeah, again, good showing for Harrison. With that being said, let's go to the fucking real fight of the night. Um, Lubin versus Fundora. Man, I knew it was going to be a good fight. I did not know it was going to be this action packed, this dramatic, with all the drama. Um, Man, finally something to talk about, right? Not pay per view, right? Um, Knew it was going to be a good matchup from the get go. As soon as they announced this fight, I was like, oh yeah, this is the one right here, easy. Let's go to the fight, shall we? First things first. In steps the bitch ass referee, uh, Mora. His last name's Mora. I forgot his first name. Who cares? The one that cheated Wilder out of a KO victory of the third fight with the last minute replacement, random ass last minute replacement referee for Wilder Fury 3, and Rob Wilder over his fourth round KO of, I think, fourth round KO of Fury. Slow ass 10 count, paused on the sixth second count for like 4 or 5 seconds, and then continued his 10 count for Tyson so he could get up. With that being said, I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be here. Here comes the bullshit. I don't like him at all. Don't like him at all. Anywho, so good thing that wasn't the case. Um First round, I gave it to Lubin, showing his boxing skills. Like, okay, this might how the fight would go, unless uh uh Lubin starts going in the trenches with Fundura and start, going blow for blow. And I think that's exactly, well, it's not I think. That's exactly what happened. I think that Lubin, he was getting too comfortable hitting um Fundura to the chin and to the head, that he was feeling like, oh man, I could take this guy, and that falls into play with what Fundura is doing. He's really good in the inside, so um it wasn't a good look. And so second round, Lubin got caught in the inside, got dropped by a vicious uppercut because Fundora was doing vicious uppercuts. Right when he gets inside, just snuck him in there all the time. Goes back to the corner. Kevin Cunningham is telling Lubin, "Look, man, don't stay in there. That's his game. Don't play his game. Box him. You know, tag him up a little bit and get back out of there." Right? He wasn't listening to his corner because I think it was just it's just it's something when you know you're landing on the guy and it's like, man, I can keep landing. I'll just keep landing on him. But it gives you a misconception about Fundura, like he's gonna go, but he's not going anywhere. Um, think I think so he was doing pretty good, but he kept on going into those trenches with them and letting Fundura get off on him on the ropes and in the inside, to the point where his face was starting to get jacked up, and then he's starting to get a welt, a badass welt right in the middle of his eyes, like right between the eyes, and the like the top of the bridge of the nose, right there where that unibrow sets in. You know what I mean? And it was like, damn, this freaking sucks, dude. So now I'm thinking, shit, man, he's compromised. He's gonna be compromised because he started pawing at it, and I'm pretty sure he's feeling weird and all that stuff. So, I'm thinking, well, if he's gonna hurt him, he better hurt him now. Finally, in I think the seventh round, he puts Fundora down. He finally got him. Finally caught him with all those uh hooks. Man, those hooks were connecting. They were there, and that's why Lubin got in trouble, because it was so easy to hit Fundura, but he wouldn't go nowhere until the seventh. Like I said, finally. So with that being said, we're thinking that's like, shit, this is about to be over, but it's not, because Lubin just knocked him down. Eighth round comes in. Fundura does his thing, starts welling on him again. I think it was about the ninth round, where I noticed, like, hey, dude, his chin's all jacked up. His mouth is open, and his chin looks, not his chin, his cheek looked like it's starting to swell up. That's and it looks like his jaw's broken. And I'm like, this is not good at all. So Kevin Cunningham goes back to the corner. You need to get this guy out of here. And I'm pretty, and he's seeing all this, like, we're seeing it, and I'm seeing it. Like, fuck, man, it sucks because you put him down. You could put him down. You could hurt him, but then at the same time, you're compromised because your jaw is broken, cheek all fucked up, and you got a big old like hematoma right in the middle of your eyes and stuff. So what do you do? Um, nonetheless, he kept on getting beat and battered right in front of her with the same hits, same shots to the face. And after the round ended, I forgot what round it was, either 10 or 11. Cunningham, justly so, because he saw what everybody else saw, is that he was just taking way too much punishment over and over again. It's like, nah, you can't keep going like this. So he's, rightfully so, he stops the fight, and it was a good stoppage. He's saving his fighter from himself. I know Lubin's disappointed, but then at the same time, Lubin I'm pretty sure he feels that something's wrong and he's fucked up too. So that's okay. With that being said, Lubin's like Lubin's corner, right outside his corner, there's a crowd there. You could tell that's like the Lubin, not fans, but the Lubin like posse. You know what I mean? The Lubin, the people that he rose with. And ice starts flying out the damn at Kevin Cunningham. Like, they pissed off that Kevin Cunningham stopped the fight to save Lubin from more punishment. I was so pissed off. Like, how dare you, man? Like, how fucking dare you, you selfish son of a bitch. You're mad at Lubin for saving probably one of your family members, because I think it was a family member that threw that fucking ice. Either that or a fucking friend. But you could tell it was a part of Lubin's whole entourage or whatever the fuck. It's like, do you not see Lubin getting beaten and battered and his face all fucked up? You don't want him to fight another day? That shit pissed me the fuck off, man. That shit was trash. Straight trash. Another thing that I want to point out, and again, I don't want to, how do I say this? I don't want to say that, Fundora's cheating or anything like that, or bring it out there or whatever, but I do have to bring it up. Um, Good win for Fundora. He did get dropped. He did get hurt a couple times. People did not see that, but he did get hurt a few times in that fight. Not just the knockdown round. He got hurt earlier, and he got hurt mid round. He just had a really good poker face. I'm really hoping that they're checking these gloves after the fact, that they run tests on these gloves after the fact, because it gave me a eerie, I don't know, man, I'm just saying, it gave me an eerie Cotto versus Margarito vibe. Did anybody else notice that same, like, Wilder versus Fury 2, with that dent on the side of Wilder's face? I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, I want to make sure that the commission or whoever that checks those gloves, and even the team for Lubin, checks those fucking gloves after the fact. Let's not go there and say, "Oh, that never fucking happens," because it does, and it still does. So good win. Just check those gloves. If it's cool, it's cool. Hey, whatever. It is what it is. But I've never seen. Uh, I only seen a few of Fanduda's fights. I've never seen a Fanduda fight that had uh dude's face all jacked up like that. And every time I see dude's face jacked up like that, I'm just saying, plaster of Paris type shit all the time. Controversy. Just check them out. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, um, good shit. I know there's more boxing to come. Fuck Tank versus Bootleg Thurman for pay-per-view. That's not a pay-per-view fight. It's not pay-per-view worthy. Don't buy it. Stream it. How about that Charlo and that Brian Castano fight? That's the one. And that's not pay-per-view. You see the bullshit there? Stupid, huh? Anyway, hate, like, comment, subscribe, the whole nine. Deuce.